Hey friends, so I have been putting off this office tour of my houseplants for many reasons. The first reason is because it's messy. And okay, maybe not many reasons, that's basically the reason. It's messy in here. And I'm a little embarrassed to show how messy my office is, but if I wait until I clean it, it's never going to happen. And I want to get this video up for you guys. So just as a friendly PSA, please do not have me in comments about the state of my office. I work from home full time, and I have for the past 3 years. I have a 2-year-old and 7 animals. So it's hard to dedicate time to really deep cleaning in here when I'm limited to the amount of time that I'm able to work in here, because as of right now, I'm only able to really work 2 days a week in here. But just a friendly PSA, don't be a dick. So let's come on in. Okay, so as I said, my office is not the cleanest at the moment, but you can see the floor for the most part. I run a business full-time where I ship out a lot of packages, and so I've got a lot of packing materials. So like over there's my packing materials. I actually run a very side business of doing glitter tumblers, so all that stuff is there. And yeah, but I'm done making excuses for myself. I'm just going to get started with the tour. So this is just a quick view of what it looks like in here. So this is the background that you guys typically see, and yeah, so let's actually start over here. So a common theme with me is that I love Hoya. Hoya are one of my favorite species of plants. So this is my Hoya macrophylla variegata. I got this for a steal. I spent $25 on this beauty, and oh my gosh, she is just so perfect. This is all my glitter for my tumblers. She is one of my favorite Hoya. I love her, the veininess. Oh, so macrophylla leaves are typically thinner than normal Hoya leaves. So like the hot dog test doesn't really work. I mean, it does, but like this is for sure hot doggy. This is not. So this guy, the soil is still moist from when I watered it this week. So I'm going to give it a couple days before I really jump the gun and water it again, because it does take a little bit for it to absorb the moisture properly. So in here, which by the way, I counted for you guys, and I have 88 houseplants roughly in here, and I have more coming because I have a problem. So this is my Calathea dotty. I really wanted one of these guys. I'm gonna put her here so you guys can get a better look. So, stop tendril. I really wanted one of these guys, and this was on a purge group for $8, and I figured I could bring her back to life. I mean, the detailing on the leaves is just so pretty. This is probably the healthiest leaf she has, unfortunately, but she is this really dark, rich green with a hot pink stripe down the middle, and then this beautiful pink, like, leaf shape, basically on the center of her is this beautiful pink leaf shape. I'm trying to bring her back. I have been keeping her very close to my humidifier for the most part, to see if I can help. What I could do is I could cut the brown off, but just because it's more aesthetically pleasing that way, but I'm hoping that she just pushes out new growth soon. Right now I have her next to my Calathea orbifolia, hoping that by grouping them together, it sends out some positive vibes for her, but I really want her to live her best life, because I don't think the person that I got my Calathea from really knew what they were doing. I got her, which my orbifolia is right here. I got her, and I got a Calathea musica, which did not make it. I actually just threw it away today. It died a very slow and gruesome death. And then I got a Calathea burl marxie, which I don't think that's what it is now that I'm like learning more about Calathea. I really love Calathea. I love how beautiful they are and the variegation in the leaves. They are just stunning. Also, these sticky traps are freaking amazing. If you have an issue with fungus gnats, it's amazing. But also the best way to prevent fungus gnats is to let your soil dry out in between. I actually can probably pull that one out because this one hasn't been having as big of an issue with fungus gnats in this area anymore. But yeah, so here I have Lucky Bamboo. This guy has grown a lot for me. So these shoots were only about like half an inch tall when I got it, but it is just happy. It's happy. I make sure that I water it. I loosened up the rocks that were in it. Like I took everything out and loosened it up and cleaned her up real good on the inside. But that is my Lucky Bamboo. That's one of the very first houseplants that I got, along with an aloe that I'm going to show you. And I was just like, this is my office. This is my office space. I want luck in my business because I am in direct sales. Please don't at me. I know some people are super against it, but I'm not. This is how I pay my bills. I'm over half my family's income. So that's all I'm saying about that. This is my Calathea orbifolia, and I'm just like, she is a stunner. This is one of the newest leaves. So pretty. This is actually the newest leaf. So they're really pale green when they come out. So this is one of the original leaves. This, and this are all original leaves when I got her, and the previous owner struggled best with her and gave up and put it up for sale, and I snagged her up for 15 bucks and she loves it here. This was the Calathea that started my Calathea obsession. So something about Calathea is that no matter what, you're going to get brown tips. You're just going to. This one was a little bit excessive. But as you can see, what I've done is I just cut the brown off. Some people will follow along the shape of the leaf to make it look more natural, which is what I should have done. But I did that with this one. I cut it around the shape of the leaf. But she gave it a shower in the bath. Like she actually put it under the water and it got some rain holes in it. So what I do is I just make sure that if I'm going to put them in the shower, I don't physically put them in the shower. I put them on the toilet while I'm in the shower. So I do that with my white fusion quite frequently. I'll do it with the orbifolia every once in a while, just so that way it gets really good humidity. But I do keep a humidifier in here. So like right now, my humidifier has been running for about 10 minutes and it's at 63% humidity in here. So I like to keep it between 55 and 75% humidity, which is what my plants really like. This is one of my newer house plants. This is one that I got in my houseplant shopping tour video that I did. I need to pluck this leaf off because it's just, yeah, barely touched it. This is a Retifor tetrasperma, I believe. It was labeled as a Monstera minima, but so far I haven't gotten any new leaves out of it. There is a new growth though, right there. So from my understanding, they're a really easy houseplant. I've only had this one for less than a week, so we'll see how she does and I'll update you guys as it goes along with her. But as of right now, I have those guys on my glitter cart. They get bright and direct, or medium and direct, I would say, because they're about 8 feet away from my south-facing window, and my south-facing window is also covered. This is an older house, so all of the windows have a cover over top of them, which is stupid for houseplants, but you know. So my desk is a hot mess. Sorry, not sorry. It's usually not this bad, but I was watering. I filmed another video here where I was talking about propagation and blah, blah, blah. So this is another one of my first houseplants. This is a Sansevieria, It's just your typical Sansevieria. I was actually kind of shocked that this shoot came up as quickly as it did. This shoot came up in about 3 weeks. Like, it was ridiculous. But I'm kind of shocked at the difference in the shoots. My dogs are barking, so I'm gonna figure out what's going on and then I'll be back. I have a coonhound, and I swear he does it for attention sometimes. There was literally nothing wrong. He just needed some cuddles, apparently. So, all right, so again, Sansevieria, mother-in-law's tongue, whatever. This is my coffee. All Mom wants is a silent night. So this is how I water a lot of my houseplants, actually a majority of them. I put them in one of these little plastic trays. Find them at Home Depot, Meijer, anywhere that sells houseplants basically. And then I just wait until these guys are completely dry, and then I water over top of them, and then I let them sit for about 20 minutes in here so that way they can soak up the water really well. So I water thoroughly when I water because I let them dry out completely. So this is one that I got from Lowe's, I believe, but this is it was labeled as a rosy maidenhair fern. I don't know what makes it rosy. This guy, it's a little sad, but it's like, I would say it's significantly grown in size since I've had it. I've had it for maybe a week and a half, and I would say it's not quite doubled, but just about. Like, it's really cute. I have been really digging ferns lately. I just love how delicate they are, but whatever. Those are a couple propagations that I talked about in my propagation video, which will be up after this one. Whoops. This is a spider plant. I believe this is a variegated Bonnie. I'm not sure, but I like the curly ones more than just your typical spider plants. This one I got from a starter section at a garden center, and it was like not this big, not as big at all. So these are actually right here. These are the new shoots on this guy, and then these are the new shoots on this side. So it's grown significantly in my care, and I've had it maybe a month. But this is a terracotta pot, which I am obsessed with. It's just painted, so it works just like a terracotta pot. My only thing about it is it does not have drainage, but that works great for the spider plants because they are thirsty bitches. So let's go to the other side of the desk. All right, so over here I have got another calathea. This is one of my favorites. This is a rattlesnake calathea, and it's just so pretty. The lighting is making it look yellow, and it's definitely not yellow. Like, it's a really pretty rich green, and then the bottoms are this purple color, and it's a prayer plant. So at night, its leaves will stand up like that, and then it opens up during the daytime so it can photosynthesize and push out new growth. But this, oh, look. I was getting ready to say it hasn't given me a new leaf yet, but I'm getting one. That's exciting. Any more new surprises? This is honestly one of my favorite calathea. It is just so pretty. So pretty. And this right here is my Hoya australis. This is my first Hoya australis that I got. So you guys have seen the big hanging pot that I have on my front porch. But so this one does not need watered. And so this is what the leaves should do when they don't need watered. Is that a spider mite? No, that was a fungus gnat. So as you can see, I've got a sticky trap back there. Those sticky traps are freaking amazing, you guys. You can find them on Amazon. They're like 20 bucks and you get like 50 of them. It's ridiculous. They're awesome. But this guy has given me several new leaves. So these are new leaves right here, and they come in this really pretty rich brown color, and then they turn bright green. So that's where she is. She is about 4 feet away from my south-facing window that's covered. So yeah, and she came with the trellis with cute butterfly clips, and I think I spent $25 on her. The pot I got from TJ Maxx, and this is, I don't typically use ceramic with Hoya, but this has a tray installed in the bottom, so it's got drainage. So, and I use a really good well-draining soil with my Hoya, but yeah. Yeah, so now let's go to the next spot. So, I am mad at myself. So, this is my heartleaf fern. I have her directly on top of my humidifier because of the crinkly leaves. So, I'm pretty sure that these, like when it gets to this, you just need to cut them off. But I don't know yet. I haven't done a whole lot of research on it. This is a newer leaf. But so Plant Me Ashley I'm in her Discord, and she has been struggling with heartleaf ferns, and mine, I thought I had it down packed, man. Like anytime it would start rolling up like this, I would water it thoroughly, and then I would put it under my grow light, and it would thrive. Like it has pushed out so much new growth. Like all of this down here was brand new growth. And as you can see, I need to go through and remove it because I don't know if it just suffocated from, I don't know, you guys, but this, like, it's all pretty much dead down there. I don't know if these are just ready to be plucked. So this is spores that are on it. So if you have that thing where you can't stand small holes, I'll probably put a disclaimer up. But these are spores, and this is basically the seeds. So I need to figure out how to propagate them. But, because they're super cute. Like, these are a really cute fern. I just want to master them, and I don't know how. So that is my heartleaf fern. I'm sorry, my background is so chaotic. There's literally nothing I can do about it though. So this is my Hoya Crimson Queen. It has these beautiful white leaves that have come in, and it's got some more new leaves coming in. I can't remember where they're at though, but so Crimson Queens, you can tell they have the variegation around the edges. So they wear their variegation like their crown, and then princesses have it down the center. But the leaves come in white like this. Oh my God, so pretty, so pretty. Well, they come in white like this sometimes, but I could not, that's a sad leaf, but it's so pretty, you guys. So this is literally, there's my south facing window. I want this to get as much light as possible, and then my lamp has the cover off of it, so I want it to get that artificial light and whatever. So this is just my lamp post that I have my humidity and temperature gauge on. And then over here I have got my triple spiky boy. So something I learned about these is that, so you can see how the tip of this guy is starting to cone. It's not getting enough light, so I moved it over here by my south facing window so you can actually see where the new growth is. So it's like a lighter green at the top, but yeah, it's grown probably an inch since I've had it, it looks like, but it has drainage, well draining soil, lots of orchid bark. But yeah, that's my little Doug trio that I like to call it. Down here I have got some dead leaves. This is my ruby teneke. I call it a ruby teneke. I don't know if that's the actual name for it, but it looks like a teneke, only it's ruby. It has these beautiful red leaves that come in, and sorry, I needed to crack my neck. It was an emergency situation. I needed to crack it. Now I need to do the other side. Okay. So it's just so pretty. I am still trying to learn ficus rubber trees. I suck at them so far, and they're just so pretty. This guy was up on a shelf in the back, and a couple leaves died on it. So I had it on my craft table, which is behind us, and it was about 2 feet and a foot lower than my south facing window. So I think that helped significantly because it looks so much better, and it's pushing out the growth here and right there. Focus. Thank you. But yeah, she's looking good. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. That's something you'll learn about me pretty quickly. I'm a pothead, but only for Harry Potter. This is my first aloe plant that I got. Oh, that was awkward. I need to find a new spot for this. Apparently it was like this, so we'll just do that. It's just the legs on it are so freaking long. I got this from Walmart and it hasn't given me any pups yet, which is sad. I want pups. Give me babies. Babies. Although, whoa, no, don't fall, Ruby. This middle pup or middle stem is new. But yeah, she's quite long and she almost looks like those are the arms and these are her legs. Like she's just sitting, chilling, relaxing, all cool, you know. So let's move over here. This is directly my south-facing window, okay? So you can see a spider web in it, so that's cute. So let's go from the top down, okay? So up here I have got a Bonnie spider plant baby that I just got. I actually just did an opening video with this, but I don't think I'm gonna post it. But I got this from a friend in Plant Me Ashley's Discord. So shout out to Abby. This is one of my 2 Hoya sunrises. This, I am so excited to sun stress. I'm just trying to get it to start pushing out new growth before I try and sun stress it. It's so pretty. This is my second Hoya sunrise. So this is the immature leaves on it. So focus. And no new growth yet. I got those about the same time from 2 different people. So the leaves look sad and droopy, but I think it's still trying to acclimate because this guy came from Florida. So, and then the other one came from Ohio, which is where I live. And I just think that it's trying to acclimate to the colder weather. So this is the sunrise. I'm keeping it in my south-facing window because I want it to be happy. This is one of the most underrated houseplants ever. So this is an Oxalis triangularis. Look at how pretty this is. Like seriously? It is so cute. So this thing has probably grown 2 inches since I've had it for 2 weeks, so an inch a week. It's pushing out a lot of new growth. It's happy. It needs watered. But yeah, so you can see that the leaves are kind of like folded down. When it's in direct sun or when it's in sun, it'll reach for the sun. So it'll move to wherever the sunlight is and then the leaves will open up. And then at night they close. So kind of like how this one is. But I'm going to put this over here because I need to water. And this is plants I need to water right now. Here's another Bonnie spider plant, Bebe. So this guy actually fell off of a plant at Home Depot and I asked if I could have it and they did not care in the slightest. You should always ask before you take plants that fall on the ground because otherwise it's stealing. But I did ask and they're like, yeah, it's going to be thrown away otherwise. So that's Bonnie spider plant that's pushing out new Bebe and it's got some roots. Not a whole lot going on down there. Hold on, it might be easier if I just take it out of this container and show you. So yeah, it's got some roots, but I wouldn't say it's got enough roots to really put it in soil just yet. So I think that it's using all of its energy on this baby currently because it's been in that water for a long time, like probably 3 weeks. So I think it's just using its energy to push out this baby. I could cut it off, but I don't want to. So it's fine, it's happy in its little spot right there. Okay, focus, Jesus. Right here is my variegated string of hearts. So I just moved it up from the bottom shelf to there because I was trying to make room for stuff. Look how cute the new leaves are. So cute. So I got this as a 2 strands. thing. It's one of those times like where you're on Etsy and they show like this beautiful full basket of variegated string of hearts, and then you get this after you spend $30 on it, and then you're pissed. So slowly but surely, I will have a full basket. I will. Might have to buy another plant to get the full basket, but you know, that's life. All right. And then this is my, I wonder if I can back up my lens. Hold on. Boom. Ooh, cool. This is my Hoya Chelsea. And I got this from local nursery. It has a little bit of splashing on it. It's so cute. But I actually thought this was a crinkle 8 for the longest because Chelsea's have the divots in it. So crinkle 8 is a combination of the Chelsea and the Carnosa, for my understanding. Or Chelsea and Compacta, maybe? I don't know. But its new leaves are always super shiny. And I love that it has splashing on it. So this is my Chelsea. She has not given me any peduncles yet, but you never know. She's happy here. She's getting quite longer here. Look at the little itty bitty baby leaves. Baby leaves. Okay, now to the bottom shelf. So here we have got 2 of my string of turtles. This one is doing much better than this one. This one I got as cuttings. This was a rooted plant that I got. I spent $20 on this. This one, I spent $10 on all of those from a local friend. She was just giving her full basket a haircut and asked if anybody wanted them for $10, and I snatched them up. But yeah, this guy, I mean, super happy, pushes out new leaves all the time. So this entire strand right here is new. And it loves life. It likes this spot right here. It's got one of those ugly little blooms. But this guy is rooting, so we're working on it. This here is my philodendron micans. And I actually got 2 different plants in here. So the plant that is attached to this leaf is the original plant, and then I got cuttings pretty cheaply off a purge. I think I spent $10 on this, but yeah, it's super cute. I don't know if I like this wide zoom. Okay, perfect. I mean, the leaves are super pretty and velvety. I mean, look at this. Green, red, green, red, but the leaves are velvet, like they feel like velvet. They're so pretty. I wanted to have a trailing plant, so that's why this vine is in here, and there was another vine that's in there somewhere, but I actually am trading with a friend. I'm sending him some Hoya Bella cuttings, and he's sending me a really nice amount of vine. So shout out to Adam Deck from Plant Me Ashley's Discord. And then over here I have got some variegated Hoya compacta rooting, and then I've also got a Hoya numeraloides that's rooting because I ordered a plant. It came from Texas. I'm wondering if the temperature change was just too much on it, and I lost about half the plant. It's not the seller's fault at all. The plant came beautifully. But I just think that it was just acclimating and had a hard time acclimating, which is fine because I still have half the plant. And then I took these cuttings, I cut off the dead stem and stuck these in water. I did that today, actually. Do you guys peep my itty bitty Monstera leaf? Look at how cute. So this is my very immature Monstera deliciosa. So I had this guy on my desk behind my Hoya Australis, and it was doing good. It's pushed out a lot of new growth for me. I just want it to grow quicker. So I moved it over to this spot today, and I want it to just mature more. I really cannot wait for the fenestrations. This leaf is still unfurling, but look how shiny. Oh, I can't wait for fenestrations on this bad boy. This is one of the original leaves from where I got it. I got this from stevesleaves.com, and it's thriving. This is a new stem that's come out, and there's another new stem on the back. It's immature, so I don't have any fenestrations. It's got a new leaf coming up right here. So, whoops. So hopefully this leaf right here will give me fenestrations. I'm always checking them. I doubt it though. It's probably going to be a year before I get any fenestrations out of it. And then here is another Hoya Crimson Queen. So I'm going to show you what she looks like, and now you know why I got her. Look at those pink leaves. That's the newest one. I love this. Like, literally, I had to get it because of the pink leaves, you guys. I had to. I spent $25 on it, and she makes me happy. Look at those pink leaves. Oh, I love it so much. So, no peduncles yet, but hopefully one day. Look at that, look at that, look at that. All pink leaf. Yes, 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 yes. So I've noticed that if you have pink strands on your Hoya, then typically it'll push out pink leaves. So like this one, you can see like the pink in the stem. And over here also, you can see clearly the pink in the stem. But I'm really hoping she gives me peduncles because I need them. I might get one out of here because look, there's 2 growth points right there, 2 growth points. So I might get a peduncle out of that along with a new part of the branch. That would be freaking amazing. So this one does not need watered in the slightest. All right, so next is a very sad Calathea White Fusion. So, okay, not very, very sad, but I've recently moved her to my south-facing window, which is why she was leaning. Look, she's getting happy again. It's a new leaf. Ooh, this is one of my favorite Calathea. Actually, this is my favorite Calathea. This type, just look at those leaves, you guys. So you guys know I have that bigger one in my bedroom. This one, oh, it's just so pretty. But it had some crunchy leaves on it when I got it, so I don't know which ones are caused by me and which ones aren't. I had this over on my glitter cart, and I don't think it was getting enough light because my Calathea White Fusion that's in my bedroom, once I moved it over to being in more direct light, it's been thriving. So that's why I moved this one here. So here is my variegated philodendron Birkin, which I didn't even know was a thing until someone told me that if they have red in them, then it's variegated. So let me show you the back of the leaves. Like, how stunning is it? I literally bought it because of this leaf. This leaf alone is why I bought it. I got it for $35, which is too much for philodendron Birkin, but it's pushing out a new leaf there. This is actually the newest leaf that it came with. Like, it was unraveling when I got it. And then look at the variegation on that one. Oh, it's so pretty. So it's got a really good red stem right there. So anything that comes out of the stems that are red will be variegated. So crossing my fingers for more red. I think that this is a whole nother plant, like right next to it. I don't know. I don't know how to propagate these guys yet. I'm trying to figure it out. I also want it to straighten out a little bit, so I'm going to put it like that, so that way it'll start moving towards the light, because I want it to be straight. Not that not being straight is wrong. So this is where I'm watering stuff. I need to water this stuff today. That's why it's on this table. Typically when I water, I move it to this table on my desk. But here is my Stenanthe Triostar, and this is just such a pretty plant, you guys. It's so pretty. It's a little mad at me at the moment. I don't think it was getting enough light. So once I water it, I will have it in more direct light. I'm going to try to rearrange this a little bit to find more room for it up here, but you know. Again, this is where I make my custom tumblers. Look how funny. Like, those are some that I've done. Ignore the one that ignore this one because that was a mess up. I need to strip it. But yeah, so I do custom glitter tumblers and wine glasses. Like there's one of the wine glasses I've made. So if you guys want a custom glitter tumbler, hit me up. I have an Instagram account. It's Shit Show Mama Customs Designs. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description. So, TrioStar. This is a philodendron, an orange, Prince of Orange philodendron, I believe. I got it for $4.29 in the mini foliage section. Like, what? I'm so excited. And it's actually doubled in size since I've gotten it. This desperately needs watered. This is my Hoya macrophylla. No, it's the shooting star one. So I have got the Hoya macrophylla variegata on my glitter cart, and then this one, multiflora. I knew I was gonna get it. So this stem is dead. I ordered this from California Tropicals, and they're notorious for chopping growth to propagate, which I understand why they want to do it. They want to continue growing plants and making money. I'm just like, they look ugly. So I need to try and go in and like, this stem is pretty much a goner, although it has this growth off of it, but that growth is definitely dead. So the reason why I want to go in and try and chop the dead is because it's pushing out new growth to the right of it. So I really want to be able to make it look a little bit prettier. Plop that off, and then I can't wait for this thing to bloom. So this guy desperately needs watered. So multiflora leaves are a little bit thinner also than your typical Hoya. I'll try and show you this one-handed. Excuse my tumbler shit. Again, so you're gonna do the squeeze test from the bottom. These actually get super bendy, and then they can actually start turning yellow. But once you water it, they green up again. It was the damnedest thing. I thought that these bottom leaves were goners. They're not. They re-greened. It was amazing. So yeah, you just want to make sure that the bottom leaves closest here are bendy like this before you water it. So yeah, maybe I will see. So this leaf is you can like just tell by feeling it. It feels thicker. But yeah, so it's more stiff. It doesn't, like, the tips are not bendy on it. So this leaf is actually in good condition. This one is not. So it's definitely time for this guy to be watered. I'd say this would be I've watered this once every 2 weeks. And then this is my Pothos Enjoy. No, it's not. It's my, God, Manjula. This is my Manjula Pothos, and it is trying to revert. I got this from my friend Braden in Plant Me Ashley's Discord. He has an Instagram account called Add the Aeroids, and he works with our friend Jelly with Angel Houseplants. And I like pothos. I think that they're really fun. They're beautiful variegation. They push out a lot of new growth. So he was really annoyed with this guy, so he asked if I would trade, and I actually sent him a Mauna Loa cutting and then some cuttings of some other stuff. Pretty sure I made him cry, but you know, he deserved it. I would like to add that he didn't deserve to cry. He deserved the Mauna Loa cutting. I'm not that much of a mean person. This guy needs plucked off, and it's not gonna let me yet. So typically if I can't pull it out, I just leave it until it's ready to be pulled out. Like that. So here is a very sad string of hearts that is a part of my background. So as you can see, it's very, very long. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually, like, it's dying on me. So, and it has fungus gnats, and the soil is way too dense for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut back the good growth, and I'm going to just propagate it and have another string of hearts plant, because look at how big and beautiful those leaves are. Like, I'm not gonna let this thing die on me. Okay, here is my actual Teneke rubber tree. This is the newest leaf, and it already has a new growth coming out. So I had this guy pissed off. So I lost one leaf here, one leaf here. So I only lost 2 leaves. Cool. Good to know. I lost 2 leaves. There's one of them. I feel like I lost more than that, but look at how big this one is. It's so pretty. So this is my second Tenakee rubber tree. This leaf, it's still hanging on, so I'm not going to pluck it. I put my water for watering in Gatorade bottles just because it's easier to hold for my nursery. But this guy needs watered. Its soil is bone frickin' dry. Bone dry, and honestly, it's probably too dense of a soil, so we'll see about it. So it's beautiful. I had it on one of my shelves that I'm about to show you in the back, and it did not like it there. So now I have it on my desk, and it's much happier. That's where I got this growth, and it's pushing out this one. So my consensus is these guys like a lot more light than I thought they would. I've always been told that if it has white in it, not to put it in direct light, but they are just thriving in direct light. Anywho, okay. So we're gonna go over to the right to my ladder shelf thing, where this is like basically my rehab shelf. This is my grow lights, which I got off Amazon, and I'm going to turn off right now because I want this to look normal. All right, I'm gonna move the legs. Got off Amazon, it was like 30 bucks, and it clips to the shelf really well. So over here, ooh, I am sun stressing my Waiatii. Oops. So I probably need to move this. I didn't realize that's what I was doing because of the light, because it looked green under the light. So I'm gonna have to move this. I'm probably just gonna move it up to my Hoya shelf. But this is my Hoya Waiatii, and I actually got this off Mercari. Pretty cheap. Like, I think I got 2 or 3 separate sections, pretty cheap off Mercari. So I definitely recommend Mercari, but make sure that the seller has sold multiple plants. Like, they have good seller rates. But I mean, it's trailing, it's happy, it's beautiful. I really like it. Next, this is my reverted pink princess. And you guys can see, so these little speckles that are here are actually pink. Let me see if I can. Yeah, so the speckles are pink on it. I'm trying, guys. So I was like, oh my God, it might not be fully reverted. So I wanted it. So I picked it up. She gave it to me for 15 bucks. I'm like, yes. This leaf is completely green, and this leaf is going to come out burgundy. It had slight pink variegation right here, and then it completely turned, and then I pulled out the stem to look to see. I might have a little bit of pink down there, but I'm just going to call this as, this is a burgundy princess. It's a reverted pink princess, and I'm probably not going to get any pink growth out of it, which kind of sucks. It's still a beautiful, beautiful philodendron. Pink princess philodendron is my #1 wish list plant, and I was so excited that I was probably going to get one without spending an obscene amount of money on it. So it's still a beautiful plant no matter what. In the back here, I have, oh, let me back up. This is my Ficus Audrey, and it is so cute. I don't know what to do with her right now, so that's why she's here. Because she's under the grow light, she's getting good light, and yeah, I can't believe I sun stressed these with my grow light. Whoops. Here is my Numeraloides that is surviving. So as you can see, like, that stem is dead, and let me see the soil. The soil's still pretty moist, and these you can actually do the pinch test on. So this one's on the verge of needing watered, but not yet. So let me try and move some of these heart thingies. Stop it. Okay. So this is one of my 2 Hoyabellas. I got this from a seller on Facebook, and it came and the soil was completely tossed out of it. I was so mad, and I had to pretty much completely repot it. I mean, it's a really good, well-draining soil, but she did a horrible job with sending that. I'm not gonna release who it was, mainly because I don't remember, but I'm not gonna order from her again. So this is one of my Hoya Bellas. This one is a lighter green than my other one, which is interesting. So Hoya Bella, you can do the pinch test with these guys. So like that leaf needs watered. And then like I like to, like I've said before, I like to get down to the base. So that one needs watered. Hoya Bella like to be wet and they like bright light. Oops. So that one's a goner. But yeah, so that's a Hoya Bella and I need to water this one. So we're gonna pick her up and move her to here for watering. It's good to do tours because then you learn what needs watered fairly easily. So yeah. All right, so back over here. This is a Peperomia obtusifolia variegata. And I got this at Home Depot, I believe, for like $3, like $3.50 maybe. Let me see if I can pull the pot out and if there's a price on it. No price on it. I'm pretty sure I spent $3.50 on this, but it has a really cheap cash pot. It's just really pretty. I think it's a gorgeous plant. Ooh, look at how speckly that is. But I don't know what to do with it, so that's why it's here. You live here. So again, that's my numeraloides. So let's go down. This is basically a catch-all for plants I don't know what to do with. This shelf and this shelf. So this is my Calathea Burl Marksy, which I don't think is the correct name for this. If you know the correct name for this, please let me know. That's what it was sold to me as. I understand that that leaf is curling up. I probably need it in brighter light than what it's getting, but I'm out of breath. I spent $10 on this, again, from that $10 and under purge from the same person I got the Musica from, and the Dottie. Sorry, I had a brain fart. So I'm probably going to put this one in more direct light and see if I can put it closer to the humidifier, see if that'll help it open up again, because it's really a beautiful plant. Now that I have this, I keep seeing them at my nursery, and these big, beautiful full pots, like 8-inch full pots, like full for $25, and I'm annoyed about it. So I'm just gonna put that up there so that way I remember it to move it. So I'm on, like, balancing on my toes. Okay, so I've got lots of peperomia down here and succulents. Let's just go from over here. So this is my Fittonia. This is a nerve plant. I just stuck a red and a white one in the same pot. So these guys are very much similar to the polka dot plant, whatever it's called. Look at these leaves though. They're so beautiful. Once they droop, it's time to water. So that's how you know that these are ready to be watered. They literally look dead. Like, you can tell this side is starting to do that a little bit. And yeah, so that's that one. This is my Syngonium Confetti, and I bought it because of this leaf, because it was that time of the month, and I got it because we're both on our periods. This leaf needs cut off. I just haven't done it yet. Let me do it now that I'm thinking about it. So that way it can focus its energy on new growth, health, wealth, and happiness. Okay. So let's move you down so that way I can get in the back. I found this at my local nursery and I was shook. So this, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's a money tree. It's a variegated something or the other. But these things get huge. I'm super excited about it. I watered it a couple days ago and the soil is pretty moist still, so I'm going to put that where it's going to get better light. I have two of these guys. This is my bear paw succulent. I think it's so cute. It looks like little itty bitty bear paws. It's so cute. So it's called Cotyledon landismithenius, whatever that means. cute. I have 2 of them. So I have that one, and then I have this one, which I killed most of it, but now it's quite literally throwing hands, quite literally. So got lots of new growth on it, and I water these when they start to lose moisture in here because the leaves hold a lot of moisture, so it does not need watered very frequently at all. And then I've got this succulent, which I have no idea. None. This guy probably needs repotted. But I have no idea what this guy's called. All of this is new since I've gotten it, though. I got it from Kroger, which is a local grocery store, similar to Piggly Wiggly, or just like a discount Walmart, basically. But they have 10 for 10 succulents during the summer, and that's where I got this one, and I really like it, mainly because I haven't killed it yet. And yeah, super cute. I rarely water it until the leaves get a little soft. That's why I watered it yesterday, so still soaking up some of that moisture from the watering. And yeah, but I really like it. I think I'm gonna up pot this, so I'm gonna put this to the side so I remember to up pot it. I'm getting hungry. This is my peperomia peppermill, and same family as this. This is starting to look like a watermelon peperomia, but it's not. This is definitely a ripple. So if I turn it to the side, like, it has that texture. It just looks like a watermelon. Oh yeah. This one I got from the cheap section, like the fairy garden section. That's the best place to find plants because usually there are some really good finds there. So this one looks like she's reaching for the sun, so I'm gonna put her a little bit closer. This is a peperomia frost, I believe. I don't know. This is a itty bitty baby aloe. I ordered off of Mercari, and I got a little bonus aloe out of it, so that was super cute surprise. But yeah, and then in the back here is my burgundy rubber tree, which I ordered this from Walmart.com, and it was labeled as a Tenneke. Definitely not a Tenneke, but it likes this back shelf. It's grown quite a lot since I've put it back here. It gets indirect light from the those things, grow lights, so it's pushed out a lot of growth. It's tripled in size since I got it. Yeah, it came like this tall. I was pissed. For 10 bucks. Rip off. Walmart. Okay. So now we're gonna go down. So this is a variegated jade plant. Super pretty. It was bigger, and then I traded it and kept a section of it, and then the girl backed out on the trade, and I got really mad. I left the rest of the plant out in the garage and it died. So anyways, here is my succulent propagating container, which I did a video about it. It'll be going up tomorrow, so look for that. But this has burrow's tail in it. Basically anytime a leaf falls off of a succulent, I stick it in here and it grows stuff. So that's what that's for. This is a really pretty, I think it's a chicken, a hen, chick hen, something, I don't know. It just says succulent. So, but these are really pretty. My son really likes these. I don't know what this is, but I think I killed it. It was bone dry and it started drooping, so I took that as it needed to be watered, and then it did this. So I don't know what happened. I really liked this one though because it's white and fuzzy, but like, look, it's sad. It's really, really sad. So maybe I'll move this one up a little bit, see if being closer to the grow lights help it. I'll put it next to my numeraloides to help it out a bit. This is my Ming Thing cactus. So this is my second one. I have my other one outside on my back patio, which was a part of that tour, and it came with a bonus cactus. Yay, yay. But I just thought it looked like little buttholes. So Like, it quite literally looks like little buttholes. Anyways, so that's the shelf. This shelf just has like terracotta on it, and it has some jute to make macrame hangers, but that's pretty much a storage shelf. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, so this is my Hoya Bella. So this one is significantly darker than my other one. Let me grab the other one and show you the difference. So this one is like neon green versus dark green. So I don't know if they're different types of Bella, but whatever. So got this one off of Mercari. It has 2 peduncles. It's about to blast one, which just means that it's going to fall off because it either wasn't getting enough light or it wasn't getting enough moisture. So I did a little bit of research about it. So that's the peduncle. It's about to blast. If you watched my last video about my Hoya Bella, then you can see a difference already. But like, I bet if I touched it, it's gonna fall off. Yeah. So consider this peduncle blasted, which is really sad because I was so excited about that peduncle. But this peduncle, that is, oh, camera's here. This peduncle that's right there is still green, so there's still hope. So I'm just gonna make sure that I keep my grow lights on it, and hopefully it does better. This branch has grown so much since I got it. It was down to here. But look at that leaf. Look how weird. Like, whatever. Okay. Moving over. This is my Christmas cactus. It is on top of my printer, mainly because I don't know what to do with it. But I wanted it, so I got it. I just don't know what to do with it. Thinking about putting it in my living room to be in front of my picture window, but I'm worried that the cats are gonna fuck with it. So yeah, this is one of my favorite syngoniums that I have. This is actually 2 separate plants. I just put them in the same pot. I got them from Home Depot for $3.50 each. I just thought they were so cute. Like, the leaves are pink, and then on the bottom it's that really pretty green color, and it's too pretty to put up on a shelf because you're just looking at the bottoms, and I want to see the whole thing. But I'm getting a new leaf here. I had to cut back a lot on this one. Like, it just was not feeling life. I'm getting a new growth though, so that's exciting. Yeah. So I can't remember what this one's called, but it's a pink syngonium. Here is my Mother of Thousands. I just got Mother of Millions and as a bonus, so we'll show you that one. But I really like this plant. I think it's cool. I don't know how to take care of it though. So if you are familiar with Mother of Thousands and Mother of Millions, please let me know what kind of light this thing needs, because there's not a lot of information on YouTube about it. But let me zoom in a bit. So these guys are actually the little babies. And whoop, that was my hair. So you can see that there are some roots coming in, and then they'll fall off into the dirt, and then all of those are new plants, and then you can pull them out and share them with your friends. How cool is that? So yeah, I mean, it's doing okay right here. It has gotten a couple yellow leaves, but it seems like it's doing better because I'm watering it more frequently than I was, because I thought it was going to be like succulent-like and I would know when I needed to water it, but no. So I watered it when the soil got dry. All right, now we're going up. This is a little tiny Dischidia that I just got. Dischidia is in the same family as Hoya. It's like a cousin to the Hoya. This is a plant. This is multiple plants that I've been trying to grow from seed, but it's a very fragile thing and I don't think it's working, but I'm just gonna leave it in there because she said it could take like 8 to 12 weeks for them to sprout. So I don't know. This is a caladium. This is a Miss Muffet caladium. Look at how pretty, you guys. It's so pretty. I've got 2 of them. They're leaning towards the light. But I have a grow light in right there. So basically these guys are martyrs. I have a hard time saying that word, but basically what it means is that they're bulbs. So when it pushes out new growth, it's going to kill off a leaf. So this one right here will probably die because it has that growth coming out of it. And then it just repeats the cycle over and over and over again. So I got 2 of those. I really like them. They're pretty, whatever. This is one of my newer ones also. I got this as the same time as the Dischidia up there, but I don't know what it is. It's cool though, so I like it. But it also came with bonus chicken hen, another succulent that is definitely rooted in there. That might be the leaf from the chicken hen, but this is a mother of millions here and here. They had those guys everywhere, so no doubt the babies fell off, and then it fell into here and grew a couple plants. So my plan is to get these guys out and put them in their own pot. But I really liked this guy. I'm really hoping I don't kill it. But my local nursery was having a half off sale on all their house plants, so I got this guy for $2.50 with 4 plants. So, okay, this is my peperomia purple ripple. The leaves are just so pretty. Super cute. This is one of my mini ferns. This is a crinkly fern, and it's just super cute. I like it. It's an air purifier also. This is another calathea. This is a Calathea Beauty Star, I believe. I had one of them. Ooh, look at the pink. This might actually be a pinstripe. I don't know. If you know, tell me. It's just super cute. I like it. This was 2 plants. I put them in the same pot because I got it thinking that I didn't have one. I'm starting to think this is pinstripe. I don't know. If you know, tell me. The back of the leaves are purple. I don't know. It's beautiful, regardless. It does have a couple sad leaves, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Calathea are picky. They like high humidity, and they like light, and they like filtered water only. All right, so here is my String of Hearts veil that you guys see in the back of my videos. And these guys are long. And they grow really, really fast. So I have 4 of those up there, and I have the 5th one that I'm going to cut and propagate. But yeah, so this is my Raven ZZ plant. So these guys are cool. So the leaves come in this green color, and then you can tell they start to turn black as they mature. But look at how pretty. Probably need to clean the leaves off again. But so what's cool about these, so this actually has a bunch of leaves that were just shoved in here like this to propagate to make a fuller plant. This one did not take, obviously. I think this one has took, but basically what they were hoping to do was to create more stems. So these guys create bulbs, right? So you can easily, trying to find you guys a bulb. Oh, here's one. So this is what they look like. They look like little potatoes, but yeah. So let me get rid of that one too. Look like little bulbs. This guy is ready to be watered. I ordered this off of Home Depot's website, by the way. It's a good size. It came with this really pretty ceramic pot for, I think it was $35 plus shipping. So I think I spent $45 on this. No, if it was $35, it would have been free shipping. So I probably got free shipping with it. I don't know, but it needs watered. Look at all my plants that need watered. Woo. Hello, heartleaf. Okay, so I had that ZZ, and then I have just your regular typical green ZZ up here. I watered this recently, so I know it doesn't need watered, but Got that one from Wally World, aka Walmart. Came in a really cheap cash pot, but you know, it's cute. All right, so now on to more Hoya. Oh, this is my Cebu Blue. I got this as cuttings, but I have it in this macrame hanger that I put a tray in, so that way I can just water it. I killed a chunk of it by accident. So with my tumblers, I use a space heater because it helps cure the epoxy faster, and it like burnt a huge chunk of this plant. Like this entire stem was almost as long as this one. So it was sad. I really want a beautiful, thick, luscious Cebu Blue, but it's slowly but surely. This is the newest leaf. Look how shiny she is. Can you please? Can you please focus? Thank you. So super shiny and veiny. I love it. It's got a new leaf coming in right there. These guys are really fast growers once you get them rooted. This is how they look. Like just this beautiful silvery blue color. I loves it. And yeah, so it's got 11 leaves right now, I believe. It's got a new one coming in right there. And yeah, so that's her. I love her. She does really well right here. Yeah. Okay, so up. This is my mini staghorn, which I probably need to up pot it. I basically shoved it in this. So I'm gonna put it down here with the others that I need to take care of. But this is a miniature staghorn fern, and it was too cute to pass up. Okay. This is a goldfish plant hybrid. I got this the same time I got the Dischidia and that mystery one, but it's a goldfish hybrid. Don't know what that means. I'm excited for it to bloom though. I've been kind of wanting one, so I'm excited to figure this one out. So I'm just gonna put this down here because I need to be able to get to the other ones. This is my Hoya Crinkle 8. This guy is so pretty. I love it. So each leaf has 8 divots in it, and it's kind of folded in. The leaves get soft and bendy when it's ready to be watered, like most Hoya. But look at that new bebe. New bebe leaf. Focus. Super cute. Super cute. And it's got some splashing. But I spent $16 on it. It's such a steal. Okay. This was labeled as a Hoya Chelsea. I don't think it's a Chelsea. I think it's just a regular Carnosa. So I don't know, but it's cute in this little pot. Move to the side. This is a Hoya obovata, which has got a new leaf coming in. Look at this little bitty leaf. Focus. How cute. But I really like this plant. The leaves get really soft. This is one of the thicker Hoyas that I have, but the leaves get really soft. So good indication needs watered. This is a Hoya compacta, non-variegated Hoya compacta. I love Hoya compacta. I need to investigate this one really quick because it has a dying leaf. So I want to know what's going on. It very well could be that it needs watered. This one's so hard to tell when it needs watered. I did not water it when I repotted it. So I got this as, oh my God, that was bubble wrap. I was trying to figure out what the noise was. It's bubble wrap that my chair is on. So I'm out of breath, you guys. It's gonna be like an hour-long video. This guy's a little bit harder to tell when it needs watered. So, but I think it's ready because it's a little soft right here, and that's soft. But it's so pretty. I love the compactas. As you guys probably have figured out right now, or about now, by now, whatever. It's got little leaves coming in, and then it's got another growth point at the tip. So the blooms actually come in between the crinkles, like right next to the leaves. So I might get this one a drink. I want to pluck this leaf out. I don't like it. I don't like you. Go away. Did not like it. But I don't think I watered it when I repotted it. No, anyway, so I got this from the local nursery, Meadowview Growers in New Carlisle, Ohio. They had 2 and 3 stems for $10. Such a steal. So obviously I bought all they had. I gave my mom one, and then, so I bought 4. I gave my mom one because she had been wanting one of these guys, and yeah. They're just so pretty. Like, come on. Like, I'm really curious to watch, to figure out the new leaves, to see like when they start to crinkle. You know what I mean? Now I'm saying maybe I'll leave this one like right here. So that way, why is my phone not focusing today? Jeez. So that way I can watch the progress from my desk. You live here now. And there's still enough room for my tenakee. Perfect. Okay. So we talked, I just knocked my heart leaf fern over. Okay. So we talked about the Obovata, supposed Chelsea Crinkle 8. This is my Hoya retusa. I really want to get something to go behind these guys, like more, but Hoya like bright light, so it's not going to be Hoya. I like the look of the ZZs up there, but I don't know what I can put back there. I need low light plants besides a snake plant and besides a ZZ. Anyways, so this is my Hoya retusa, and it also has some bonus. I think that's a fern. Something in there. I'm just letting it grow, just see what happens. But this is the hardest thing for me to figure out if it needs watered or not. So I just waited until it was bone dry and then I watered it. Safe bet. But it looks like grass. And as it starts, these guys are ugly until they start trailing. I got this from Tennessee Tropicals, along with my Kentiana variegata. But it looks really cool when it's trailing. So, and then this is a peperomia in my little piggy planter. I like this guy a lot. So this guy was so small. It was a starter plant when I first got it, and it's just gone wild. I don't remember what the actual name of this thing is, but it's just so cute. And this little planter, I love it. It's so cute. But if you guys know the name of it, just drop it down below, because I can't remember. Ugh. I just buy things because I like them. And then here's a Transcantia next to it, again in one of these. I don't know what kind it is. It was just a Transcantia, and it was one that I did not have, so I bought it. And I like it. Okay, I think we're at the last one. This is my Hoya DS70, otherwise known as a Hoya bilobata. But I really like this one. It has like a velvet textured leaf, and the tops of them are dark green and the bottom side is light green, so it's really pretty when it trails. We've got some new growth coming in right there. So cute. The little tiny growth points are to die for. So I have this just right here on the edge there, and it seems to really like it right there. But look how cute that is right there. Like, it's adorable. Plus my little enjoy the little things sign. But yeah. Okay, so I lied. This is the last plant. So this is my Hoya pubicalyx splash, and it has a trellis. I'm trying to train it to go up, but look how long that the tendrils are. I am starting to get some new growth on the tendrils, which is exciting. I did cut back the dead up until the inside of the stem was green. So hopefully it starts pushing out more new growth. Like I've got that spot right there where the stem is not doing the best, but then it pushed out a new growth. So that's exciting. I love this plant. This is one of the very first Hoya that I got, and it was $25. It's grown significantly since I got it. I got this little stool for it specifically. I love the new leaves on it. The new leaves are coming in this beautiful dark green with this beautiful splashing. So funny story. So when I first started getting into houseplants, I thought, like, I wanted to clean all of the leaves. Look how long this one is. I just watered this one today, so that's why it's a little squishy. But the bottom leaves are coming in really long, and I love it. So I was cleaning the leaves, so I wanted to clean all of the leaves because these just looked really dusty. And granted, there was a lot of dust on them, but a lot of the dust, like I was sitting there and I was scrubbing and I could not get any of it off. And I sent a picture of it to my friend, and I was just like, what the hell is going on with this? And I was like, these spots are not coming off. Is there another type of cleaning I can use on them to help get these spots off? I just want them off. And she was like, Maggie, you're straight up scrubbing the splash off. Because I was like, if I use my nail to scrape it, it works. She's like, no, you're literally scrubbing the splash off. So this guy actually is broken, so I need to propagate this stem. So boom. Yep, it should not have been that easy to do, so I will propagate this. I'll probably cut it down. I was wondering why these were looking lighter green. I'll cut it down to one of these nodes, stick it in some water. I'll probably honestly pull off these leaves and then use this node to propagate it. But yeah. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this extremely long tour of my office, but I wouldn't have felt right if I hadn't finished my house tour of my plants. So I'm tired. I've been filming this for probably 2 hours. But so I was just looking at my pubic calyx splash. That's the last plant that I showed, right? It's got mealies all over it. I'm so mad. So what I'm gonna do is I've got these wipes, and these are alcohol wipes, basically. So I will take this down and I will wipe down the stems individually, and I will investigate the soil and all of that, and I'm going to spray the hell out of it with neem oil, because neem oil is preventative. It doesn't kill anything. But I'm gonna wipe them down with this, and then I'm also going to do a diluted peroxide solution to spritz it down with, and it's just such a big plant that it's gonna be a pain in the ass to move. So I might have to ask my husband to help me move it to like the back patio to take care of it, because you're supposed to isolate your plants when you find mealies. Mealies are, I would rather have mealies than fungus gnats, because as you can tell, I struggle with fungus gnats, and I think it's because I keep my room so humid. So so it's at 71% humidity right now, and it's 75 degrees in here. So I'm thinking that it's too humid in here and they are just thriving, because I treat with neem, like I use neem oil as preventative on all of them and all that. I might have to start putting cinnamon in the oil, I'm tired. I might have to start putting cinnamon in the soil to antibacteria properties, cinnamon, all that. I'm tired, guys. It's been a long filming process. This is also the second video I filmed today. I would definitely make a video of me treating for mealybugs, but I don't want to. I don't want to talk about it and on camera and all of that. I just want to take care of it and get it done and isolate it. I'm probably going to hose it off in my backyard also after I physically take the mealies off. But that's the process for treating for mealybugs. If it's really bad, then you can change the soil out, which honestly I might, because, oh my God, I just watered it too. It's easier for me to change the soil when the soil is dry. But I'm probably going to change out the soil to also, in case they're living in the soil. I don't know if mealies do or not. I'll do some research on that before I actually physically do it. But I'm tired and I want to stop talking and filming. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button down below. If you really like the content that I'm creating, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when I put new videos out for you. Also, make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought, and if you have any questions about what I did, what I talked about, or if you want to correct me on something, if you want to give me a tip of yourself, let me know, you guys. I'm learning still. I'm not an expert. I'm just basically trying different things until I get it right. So that's all for today, folks. Have a great night.